right at your belly.
It's my honor and pleasure to be here today to see all of you. It's my turn to talk just briefly about you, about the parents, from the heart of one parent to another. The number 936 is something I recently learned about. With these two jars together, there are 936 marbles. That is how many intentional weeks you have from the birth of your child until they turn 18. 936 weeks. So far, you have been intentional for 624 weeks with your child, and this jar is full of 624 marbles. That deserves an applause. Would you please stand? Would you please applaud your parents and stand up and give them a standing ovation? Louder, sixth graders, louder. Thank you, Andre. You can put that down. And now hold this one. So what that leaves us, if you've already done the math, for those of you who are real smart out there, it leaves us with 312. So I'd like to leave you with 4 core values to encourage you to be intentional for the next 312 weeks. If there are 2 words that you remember when you leave here today, I want it to be intentional. We need to grow up, show up, give up, and talk up. Grow up. How are you going to learn more about intentional parenting? Listening to podcasts, getting together in community with other parents. This works well for you. How do you do it? I need to learn from you. Be willing to ask that. I was just talking to my mentor last week, had some good tips. Also, take care of yourself. Model for your children what it looks like to go after your dreams, exercise, eat right, be healthy, put the phones away when you need to so that they have your full attention. Model that for your children. Second is show up. 2 really easy things here. Students need healthy boundaries. It keeps them safe and it knows that they are loved. And that is our mission statement here at Covington. And have fun with your kids. Have fun. Do what they want to do. I want you to know I have taught every 6th grader the game of football. So you can watch the Oregon Ducks play and they will teach you the game if you don't know how to play. Okay? Have fun, and now that you're not my students anymore, you can come to my house and we'll have football parties. Okay? Yes. Go Ducks. Sorry, Stanford Phoenix. Third is give up. It's time to let them fly. Your children, they are all beacons of light. They have changed our lives this year. And you need to start to let them shine without you. You need to let them go a little bit and let them to start impact our world. Our world needs those children. Finally, talk up. I cannot emphasize the power of conversation. We are in this digital world where it's so easy to have an iPad out and an iPhone, be in the car with your child, and not say anything to them because they're on their phone or iPad. Be careful with that. As soon as I could drive, I spent every Sunday going to my grandmother's house. And if there's a grandparent in this room, I'm speaking to you. Every Sunday, I spent hours just talking to my grandmother at the table. The power of conversation, the power of hearing stories gone past. That is where the love is. Converse with your children. one generation to the next. Finally, learn to say, I'm sorry, and will you forgive me? Because you will make mistakes as a parent. We're human, it's going to happen. And those are powerful words. Those are the most powerful words that my mom ever spoke to me. I'm sorry, and will you forgive me? And finally, I want you to know that a true hero is someone who is humble and able to speak forgiveness, but also to forgive. These children need to hear you tell them that you love them. They need to hear it a lot. Don't ever think you're saying it too many times a day. I want to thank you for being so intentional with your children. And this jar has 312 marbles left. That is until they graduate. Would you be intentional with me and say that you're going to be intentional for the next 312 weeks? And if you would do that, would you just raise your hand right now? Students, hold them accountable. There are marbles on the way out the door, and I would like you to grab one and put it in your coin purse or your jewelry box to remember to be intentional. You have 312 weeks left. For some of you, this is your only rodeo in this room. For some of you, it's your final rodeo in this room. And for some of you, it's just the beginning. There's more kids out there in lower grades, and they're still coming up. So I'd like to thank you for all of your help. We could never have done what we did this year without you. At this time, it is my honor and pleasure to welcome Mrs. Radford's class to receive their carnations.